All right, let's discuss this latest trend coming from Europe and the Americas. And joining me by phone from the U.S. is journalist Amy Wu. Many thanks for your time, Amy. First off, let me get your reaction to that Barcelona attack.
NAFTA, is that correct? The latest on what's happening, is that correct?
Yeah, I wanted your reaction to the Barcelona attack. First off.
Oh, the Barcelona attack. Okay, there's a little bit of static coming from the U.S. So the Barcelona attack obviously is horrendous, and it seems to be a string of terrorist attacks that have obviously been hitting worldwide, and particularly Europe. In the past year and recent days. So, in terms of the economy, how does this impact things? Well, beyond the impact on the stock market, obviously, one has to also look at the impact on tourism, on travel, on other industries that are kind of offshoots of, what happens after a major attack like that. I've talked to and interviewed quite a few Americans, for example, who say that they are just going to avoid traveling to Europe for now, although they've had it in their plans and on their list high up there. So those are some of my immediate comments and thoughts on that topic.
All right, moving on to the fallout of NAFTA now. It seems a major trade test for Trump. With this NAFTA, of course, there are signals that there might be a renegotiation. What's your take?
Well, I think it's that President Trump, even as he was going through the campaign and to the point where he was elected and so forth, his theme is definitely put America first. Buy American, bring the jobs back to the U.S. and to Americans. So this kind of falls into the whole realm of why I think he was the first to instigate or start this wanting to renegotiate NAFTA and so forth. My take is that there definitely will be some form of negotiation or renegotiation with this agreement with Canada and with Mexico as well. And it's kind of important to focus on his concern, again, is that the U.S. has not been fairly treated under NAFTA. And in fact, I think President Trump has said that China has been able to use the agreement as a backdoor to slip its goods into North America. And that he also points out that Mexico is running more than a $60 billion trade surplus with the U.S. So whatever is specifically negotiated within this 22-chapter agreement is he's definitely looking to bring more advantages and lower the overall trade deficit for the U.S.
All right. America seems to be blaming NAFTA for trade deficit with Mexico. What happens to relationship that has been there for a while?
What is going to occur between the U.S.-Mexico relationship? It actually kind of goes beyond NAFTA in many ways, too. I mean, beyond the economy. I mean, within the U.S., there's been a lot of controversy, obviously, over President Trump's immigration executive order that he signed in January, where he subsequently said that he would also like to build a wall and have Mexico pay for it as well. This has obviously created a relationship that's at times abrasive and prickly, and there's definitely challenged. So as he renegotiates, or the three countries negotiate this agreement, it'll be interesting to see how far Mexico pushes or agrees to certain things, as well as the U.S. I mean, a lot is at stake with Mexico as well. I believe a lot of the Mexican economy also depends on the U.S. in this case also. But that relationship has definitely been strained, not just with NAFTA, but with immigration discussions too with Mexico.
Well, Amy, we must leave it at that at the moment. Thank you so much for your time, for talking to us on Business Tonight.